Good day, everyone. This is Alvin again from the Philippines, and we just watched the finals of Miss Grand International 2019, and today I will be giving my review of the entire show, and also will be giving my opinion and feedbacks about different parts of the competition, the results, and everything else. And also, starting now, all of my reviews of major pageants will have a rating meter here, so it's somewhere up there, and everyone will start at 100 points. So every unsatisfying and disappointing moments in the pageant will result to a deduction of points or point. And there will be moments that I will also be adding some points along the way if ever I love the scenario very much. And at the end, the remaining points will determine my overall ranking for the pageant. Let's begin. Now, starting with the best in national costume, the winner was Ecuador, Mara Topic. This is such a very satisfying start. I am really in love with Ecuador's national costume, but most especially her presentation. I have released my reviews and she was at my second place, and I was disappointed at first because public voting was involved, but I am really glad that the real winner truly emerged. And also, because of that, because of the very satisfying result, I will be adding additional points to that. And first of all, I do not like it when they repeat Miss Grand, when they announce the top 20. Because, I don't know, I just don't like the sound of that before announcing the country name of the delegate. And because of that, I will be deducting 1 point and dropping back to 100. So it's so perfect. Now for the top 20 announcement, the top 20 finalists were Australia, Panama, South Africa, Guatemala, Spain, Czech Republic, Costa Rica, Japan, Paraguay, Colombia, Chile, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, Ecuador, Brazil, Thailand, Mexico, Peru, and Ireland. This is such a very, 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 very weird top 20. I got 13 over 20, which is already more than what I expect since my target is always to reach at least half of it. So I have achieved that. I was even shocked because even Global Beauties got 11 over 20. So it seems like it's more of a random draw or something. Also, Clara Sosa and the male host doesn't give much excitement in announcing the finalists, so I will deduct 2 points for that, 1 point each, dropping the score to 98. Now, let's go to the ladies who surprised me. I mean, those surprise placers. Australia, she's not on my list, but she was in my 21 to 25, so I think it is kind of expected. Guatemala did not really have so much expectations from her, but I don't mind seeing her place. Spain, I am not really sure if I like this one. Her preliminaries are just meh to me. Japan, same with Australia. She's also in my 21 to 25, so she's good. Paraguay, another shocker. Her prelims are just average to me. Colombia, also in my 21 to 25. Her beauty may not be my cup of tea, but her performances are always consistent. Ireland. This is the placement and hype that I don't get at all. She was so stiff during the preliminaries, and I seriously don't get the hype at all. So from them that surprised me, I was not really happy with Spain, Paraguay, and Ireland, and because of that, I will be deducting 3 points, dropping to 95. Now let's go to the non-qualifiers. These are the ladies who did not qualify but are in my prediction. Nigeria, I feel sad for her because I think she deserves to be there. Indonesia and Philippines, I totally understand their non-placement. Malaysia, I cannot accept this. She was one of the most polished and she performed well. She could at least get a placement in the top 20. Vietnam, being out of the top 20 is just unacceptable. She was one of the best during the preliminaries. Russia, I don't really mind, but it would be better to see her there to add some population to the European region in the finals. India, this is the biggest injustice of the night. I really do not understand the exclusion here. She's one of the best performers from the very start, and I am sure that she did not mess her preliminary interviews. So this is something very, very weird, heartbreaking at the same time, and I really cannot understand. Many are asking what's the reason behind your non-placement. Unfortunately, I really cannot answer your question because I am as confused and as questioning as you are, I really don't know what happened here. India is supposed to be there. I will not be placing India in a very high spot if she did not, if she don't deserve to be there. So I am shocked as you are. So I am just disappointed by this exclusion. And also some are speculating that it could be because of Minakshi. I mean, it could be because of Vartika's participation in Miss Universe, from Miss Grand to Miss Universe, because we all know that they don't want a crossover from Miss Grand to other pageants. I don't know if I will agree, but if that's the reason, it's a very, very shallow reason, and it shouldn't affect India's performance this year because she's good. So that really broke my heart. So from these ladies, Malaysia, Vietnam, and India's non-placement are really unacceptable. So I would deduct points as well. 1 point for Malaysia because she's in my top 20. 2 points for Vietnam because she's in my top 10, and 3 points for India because she's in my top 5, for a total of 6 points deduction. Let's proceed to the swimsuit competition. I like the staging, as what I have said during the preliminaries. I also like the swimsuit. I love the color and love the design of it. Plus, the very vibrant, bright, and colorful LED design was outstanding. Great choice. For the performances, my favorite were Mexico, Panama, Ecuador, Thailand, Puerto Rico, Peru, and Venezuela. Now, for the best in swimsuit, for the information of everybody, the winner of this award is not based from this round. It is based during the Best in Swimsuit competition held days ago. I have made a review of this, and my favorite to win is Panama. So when Panama was announced as the winner, I am super, super thrilled and very happy because she truly deserved it. I am glad as well that the public voting did not affect that much to the result, because the most deserving woman won this award. And because of that, I am going to add another point because they have chosen a deserving winner. Now, let's go to the top 10 finalists. The top 10 were Vietnam, who was the winner of popularity vote, Venezuela, Australia, Panama, and Thailand, Puerto Rico, Ecuador, Brazil, Mexico, and Peru. In my leaderboard, 8 of them are in my top 10, and I have Ecuador at number 12. Only Australia was not on my list, so that means I have 9 over 10, but technically, of course, 8 over 10, which is still okay to me. I am truly excited and happy to see Vietnam winning the popular vote and entering the top 10, and that is so deserving. Aside from that, it saved my leaderboard, so I'll add 1 point to that. Then, see this. My opinion about weird placements has been confirmed, solidified, because all of them were eliminated and is out of the top 10. Of course, with the exception of Australia, but of course, she's exempted because she did well tonight. Now, for the top 10 speech, generally, everyone in the top 10 did so well in this speech round. Thailand is bringing drama on stage. I was shocked when Mexico, Panama, Brazil, and Venezuela gave their speech in English. Honestly, I didn't know that they could speak English, and I'm happy. But if I look back at my prediction, I was like, goodness, these girls. But you know what? This is what I meant when I said there are always surprises in the finals that we could not predict. I am surprised but satisfied. Best speeches for me goes to Mexico, Peru, and Puerto Rico. Now for the top 10 evening gown, I love how simple they did the evening gown competition. Much simpler than the previous editions, but still able to maintain that classy and elegant aura, which is good. It is also nice to see more than 5 of them changed gowns. 4 of them were the same, and Brazil, same gown with alterations. And for the Best in Evening Gown Award, the winner was Peru, Camila Escribens. I think the basis is the preliminary performance based on the clip shown. I won't agree or disagree with it because I think she did well, but I can also name some few candidates who are also amazing during the evening gown competition. But I am happy for her, and I'm very glad that she is taking home an award. Now for the top 5 finalists, the top 5 were Mexico, Panama, Venezuela, Thailand, and Brazil. And obviously the evening gown round doesn't have any bearing in the top 5 because they already have the result right away after they performed the evening gown. So I believe it's mostly on the top 10 speech basis. For the speech basis only, I truly believe Peru and Puerto Rico deserves a top 5 placement because their speech were strong and they were confident. So because of that, I will deduct 1 point each for a total of 2 points deduction. Aside from that, we can make an argument for the 4 of the ladies on why they made it in the top 5. But for Thailand, I honestly think that their tearless cry was just a cover up, that her speech isn't strong and she has forgotten some of it. And realistically speaking, I will be putting Thailand for being a strong performer in the top 5, for being a strong performer in other rounds. But for this speech round, I would actually place her 10th in comparison to other ladies. And because of that, I will be deducting 5 points for the reason that the 5 ladies that did not make it did better than her just on the speech round only. And that resulted to another drop of points for the overall rating. Now, let's proceed to the announcement of the 2020 host country, which is Venezuela. I am so thrilled and so happy that they made an early announcement of the host country as usual, and so thrilled that Venezuela will be hosting the pageant once again. So I will give additional point for that because I really love the Venezuelan culture and everything that they brought to the pageant. So I'm expecting something bigger next year. For the question and answer round, the question is, what is the best thing about Venezuela that you can tell the world and why? Obviously, Venezuela was the only one who answered the question properly. Mexico's response was okay, but Brazil, Thailand, and Panama's answer, I can't find the words to describe it. I mean, let me just say that is how you lose your chances of winning. It was a very, very, very disappointing round of the competition. For a top 5 that has a strong caliber as these ladies, I am expecting more for the final question, but that was the most disappointing round. And their responses were disappointing, so I would deduct 3 points simply because Venezuela and Mexico was okay because of the responses. I will deduct 3 points because Brazil, Thailand, and Panama did not give a satisfying answer. Now for the final result, 4th runner-up is Brazil. 3rd runner-up is Panama. 2nd runner-up is Thailand. So for these rankings, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th runner-up, I don't think Brazil deserves 4th runner-up. I don't think Thailand deserves 2nd runner-up. It would have been a satisfying result if the 2 of them will switch placement, putting Thailand in 4th runner-up and putting Brazil in 3rd runner-up. And because of that, I will have another deduction of 2 points. Now, seeing Mexico and Venezuela in the final 2 is very obvious based on the final question. And when Venezuela was announced as the winner, you can really see how happy Mexico is for her. And I really, really love her reaction. Venezuela is a very, very deserving winner. And because of that, I will add 3 points to the rating. I'm very happy with the winner. There are disappointments, but at least they chose the most deserving winner of all. So overall, my rating for Miss Grand International 2019 is 83%. Which is pretty high, and I think they deserved it. It was a great show, and as what I have said, even though there are a lot of heartbreaks, I am still very happy that it ended very well with Venezuela's victory. So what do you think? Don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. So for now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.